Response just continuing this assault of Meshi into the realm, and you can't use super there.
Certainly cannot. So, great counter to Brawls who rely on that super. Here it is, Terry caught inside the hypnosis. Tanky as BD is, will not be able to withstand that barrage of damage. And so, 3 gems picked up. Remember the next part looking pretty good here. Attempt of a montage. Sergeant's just going to scoop up those drop gems and walk away. There are some drop gems deep in Rival Esports territory, though. Something went wrong for Response over there, as Terry looks to push up in Sergeant's direction. Eats another hypnosis.
Yeah, Terry there on the right-hand side, nothing he could do there. Outnumbered. Icy has got super. And again, on the card side, that's a very dangerous prospect. Either of those supers can do wondrous work. Sergeant low, but going to have support, most importantly. And a hypercharge for X9J here. Probably going to use it with the BB, too close range, but nonetheless, Sergeant takes the opportunity to go straight into the mid.
Yeah, montage doesn't quite work against a baseball bat. Sorry, buddy. Terry eventually brought down, but job done. The blunt object that, well, Rival have been trying to use just to get at that gem carrier. Here's Jay surging ahead. The raw stats are far more useful here than the montage deflect capacity, given the composition he's up against, and that gets Revenant X Spark to 10. Terry needs to get busy, but they know where he is right now. Gadget popped here by Sergeant. It is slow-mo replay active. Mameshi looking for a bit of damage here from the sky. Sergeant with a super active does pull Icy in his direction. Fanstorm thrown down, but Revenant respected. Back off to the corner. Terry tries to still hit the BB pretty easily. Response, nice gadget instead to avoid a bat swing. Jay, maybe getting a little bit more than he bargained for here and doesn't have the reload in time. He definitely loses that 1v1 to the BB.
Sergeant going in. Oh, a lovely backstage pass. Gadget from Mameshi avoids the hypnosis. Icy comes in though as well, just to secure things. That's more gems in the pocket for Rival Esports. The hypercharge on the Kaze. You know what that means. They can get the lineup, they can get some multiple marks on here. Revenant can be dropping like flies. He went straight for Response. Makes a lot of sense to target him specifically.
You can't catch Mameshi. Bro is doing whatever needs to be done to avoid this damage. Jay there, of course, was from within the hypercharge montage, gets that damage boost that allows him to finally take down one of his opponents. But it's tough. I think this BB is a problem because I think it's really only Response that can fight Terry. Outside of that, you know, you've got the matchups that you're looking for. Might have been booster used here just for a little bit of that extra healing, and Response is able to bring Terry down to the Shadow Realm. Meaning Jay and Sergeant go for another push. Oh, backstage pass, not enough this time. And the hypercharge super unable to be used by Mameshi. Feels like Sergeant is a ticking time bomb with those supers.
I mean, imagine having a buster gem carrier. The whole plan for Revenant was to get a steal like that, and the time was perfect. 5 seconds left. Mameshi's in the skies, and therefore just trying to get as much damage, but there's no one there for support.
Under the conditions of that weekend warrior. And again, it depends if you have the right star power, but if you take the extra high note, you get extra damage per target pierce. It's a bit niche, really, for people that group up. More commonly, you see the crowd goes mild, getting a speed boost if you're in range of teammates. Response not doing that so far, trying to give a little boost over to Jay. We have a big group up here for Rival in the corner. Tough to damage them, and well, a pretty limited amount of wall break outside of the Magic Hand here for Revenant X Spark.
Sergeant with Magic Hand. We might see a Weekend Warrior gadget combo here with the Jay Young, and it's the perfect ball! Lovely there from Sergeant. A crucial one to hit right at the beginning of the set.
And you have enough damage here to take down the dud before he can super himself, which is massive. So even with a double healer comp, you can still burst down any target caught in the Magic Hand. That's so crucial for this comp to succeed. Rival have no business playing it the rest of this round. They don't want to feed, God forbid, another Magic Hand. And so into the gas, well, it will go.
It's the wise call to make for Rival, but not the best of starts. They haven't really been able to find a footing yet in this series. Response straight off the spawn isn't looking to slow down anytime soon. Look at Sergeant, immediately he's got the pull again. They can just target Icy, and they do just that. Icy goes in. He's got no ability to survive really, other than self-heal. And now, yet again, a 3 versus 2.
Sergeant hypnotized, but can Magic Hand this? And he pops the hyper just to secure it. Terry has no resurrection up.
Not go the way of Revenant, could actually backfire quite heavily.
And
Terry comes straight forwards. They get the kill though on the side of Rival. And there's the hot dog. And they should be alright for this set now in a 3 versus 2. Yep, Revenant X Spark not even gonna try for it.
Response in the gas that will eventually go down. But you see the idea. If you end up catching the Ollie, he can jump away. And if he has super for whatever reason, pop that for the extra sustain. Even if it's not going to connect with anyone, you've got to be a little selective about the Magic Hand. So be proactive with that Gene super. God, you better hit the right target.
Yes, Sargent now does need to obtain it. He's been a bit slow in this game to really bring in that utility, but now he's got it. But he's going to land it on the right person. Terry coming in. That's a great amount of damage. It's a good defensive measure, but nonetheless, it's still a 3 versus 3, and hypercharges litter the side of Rival Esports. That dog, you know what that hypercharge can do.
And that was a lamp blowout gadget from the Gene, being able to knock the Ollie back. Perfect response there for Sergeant Clash. And now, hypercharge super to guarantee a pull in. Terry has gadget active right now. Of course, hypnotizing one of Revenant X Spark so they can't burst down the court target by the Magic Hand is a part of the game plan. And I like Mameshi's playing here. Good positioning, not leaving himself susceptible to getting pulled, but that gas is going to make that harder and harder to do.
IC is baiting this Magic Handball because he can just connect the hot dog to Terry and ensure the survivability. Oh my word, it's chaos, but it is Rival Esports that have got so much going for them. Response low, he will fall.
Work towards your hypers. In the next round, Rival won't be able to hold on to these supers here. Okay, Magic Hand used there. Look, I guess there's an argument for doing so, but you know the round's going to be over either way. You just maybe want some insurance, but Sergeant needs this damage here on Mameshi. And we'll get his super back, so all's well that ends well.
I mean, I don't like the risk, honestly. But fortunately, he gets it back, most importantly. That's the thing. But, I mean, when you got a round coming up, that's the thing that makes Gene so dangerous at the beginning of it. And Terry comes straight in with the hot dog from IC. Connects in just the nick of time. Sergeant in a precarious position from these fire on poisons. And X9J going straight into the other storm. He gets two!
The gadget hopes for a little bit of extra damage. Nicely done onto Jay. Mameshi has to respect it, though. And that will be a Revenant.
Hill's going to force IC to be able to walk it in. Very straightforward. No hypnosis there from the Ollie either. And Revenant X-Spark on the back foot early on.
Okay, so we like the draft. That's all well and good. Nice gadget use there, though, by the Sphinx. Terry almost got away, but Sergeant's going to make sure that there is connection off that super. Here's Jay!
Oh!
Out of absolutely nowhere, and that's exactly what Max can do with that super. Breeze past you with more mobility than almost any other brawler.
Byron Hypercharge forcing things through. There's the time warp. Also, IC pushing the ball just to the side so he can take care of business. Gets the slam. No!
Great catch it.
The phase shift there, but also Terry finds the ball.
Well, to get a bit of damage now, has earned those fish torpedoes. But Jay finding that he's pretty squishy. And if he takes a hit from this Byron, he's in a rough spot. Nice big super, that's to disrupt a lot of the shots coming in from Jay. But IC serves himself up on a silver platter.
Took care of business well on the side of Revenant, and now here comes again that max speed. A pass all over the place is available to Sergeant, but he's going to just go and walk this one in. That is a good way to start things off, considering that they're already a game down.
You can see how good the max is, both with the Hank and with this Ollie. Can guarantee bubble connection if you make use of that super, and Sergeant almost had himself two. IC's able to get the super off just in time, and God forbid he stays alive as well. Jay has to be careful. Phase shifting away from this damage. Needs to corner the ball right now, but the cone of damage from Terry and IC will claim him.
These Byron Hills really are fantastic from Mameshi at keeping IC in play. And a real threat here, but a big stun to nowhere. Hypercharge now for X9J, pushing forwards. IC hypnosis there as well.
Here we go.
And now is a great opportunity to get this ball through. The punch through is there!
But Terry's already under extreme pressure, throws the super down, but he is overwhelmed. A Revenant X Spark are on the threshold of greatness.
Revenant are not taking their foot off the gas, but X9J does need the fuel to be able to push it forward. No speed in the 1 versus 3. He's got nowhere to go but back.
IC still has a super here. That's something you've got to fear. With that active noise cancelling, it's going to be tough to disrupt this Frank, and there it is. Response going to be stunned up. Sergeant also caught out by it. Hypercharge popped by IC. Big slam as X9J is turned into pace, and it's an easy walk-in for the Frank.
One game for a set for Rival. One game for everything for Revenant. And here we go. It's a big, easy push. Oh, IC stays alive though. Can X9J make something of this? I don't know now. Not with that poison.
This is going to give Terry a lot of space to move up. Immediately, Revenant X Spark are going to be under threat. The goal is open because of that Frank super earlier. Revenant X Spark have to be on guard for long shots on goal here.
Response now has got to connect with these Hank shots, these bubbles going into IC, and the support from X9J, perfect. More max speed. Terry's got to do well here. He's all alone. Response forcing his way forwards, but he's got so much to contend with. And again, Mameshi gets the save.
1 minute left in the game, and once more it's Rival with possession. working their way down the field. Sergeant Clash does have a super at the ready. Responds with the fist torpedoes for some extra sustain. Think Super drop down in the middle of the map. There's nothing for Riven Next Spark to do for the time being. They need to just wait this out.
Sergeant says go. He's connected to Hypnosis there as well. Momeshi will fall. X9J bringing response forward. The ball in the corner. Torpedo passing through. It's got to be there. Revenant have already gone and done it. It only took a spark to ignite the fuse. But once lit, there was no stopping Revenant from blowing away all their opposition.
Talk about an Inferno arc.